this particular afternoon. My name remains Ahmed. I am the anchor person of the program, Focal Point. And today we are discussing on the bill which was recently signed by the President, the Southeast Development Commission Bill, which was recently signed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was signed yesterday by the President, and that's the bill that we want to discuss and see what are the benefits of this bill to the Southeast, what are the expected benefits of this bill to the Southeast, and other issues surrounding it. I want to thank you so much again for joining us on this live show. My name remains Emenike Rebu, and I am the anchor of this program. This is Focal Point. I'm right now live on Facebook at All Facts Newspaper on Facebook. I'm also live on our YouTube handle, AFTelevision on YouTube. So any of those platforms, if you connect, you will watch the program and you will contribute. Please don't fail to contribute. Today we are discussing about the Southeast Development Commission Bill, which was signed recently by the President. I'm sorry I did not title the live feed on Facebook. I did not title the video, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Later after the show, we are going to title it and then also develop news content from it. The Southeast Development Commission Bill is a legislative measure aimed at addressing the long-standing development challenges and infrastructure deficit in the Southeast. This bill is meant to address the long-standing development and infrastructural deficit in the Southeast. Before I will continue with this discussion, I must appreciate the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, the person of Benjamin Carlo, for his push for this bill, for couching this bill and pushing for it to come to reality. Of course, a lot of lobbying has gone through this, a lot of pushing from all angles, negotiation to make sure that this bill comes to pass. So I will first say thank you so much, Honorable Benjamin Carlo, for pushing this bill and bringing it to life. Ogin Waka. Long after the Civil War, the Southeast experienced a lot of damages, a lot of infrastructural damages, a lot of infrastructural destruction. And for a very long time, Southeasterners have been asking for a compensation or a way at which the federal government will play effective role in developing the Southeast infrastructures that were destroyed during the Civil War. And if you still look around the Southeast, you will still see some evidence of the impact of that war, where most of our infrastructures in the Southeast were destroyed. Yes, where most of our infrastructure in the Southeast were destroyed. And this particular bill is also meant to see how those infrastructures that were destroyed long time ago during the Civil War and other infrastructural decay that the Southeast have experienced can be resolved and ameliorated. So the objective of this bill, for so many of you who don't know, the objective of this bill is one, infrastructural development. The Southeast Development Commission Bill, the commission focus, I repeat, will be one, infrastructural development in the Southeast. The primary aim is to provide essential infrastructural facilities such as road, bridges, healthcare facilities, and educational institutions. Just like we have in other development commissions, this commission also will be focused on seeing how to resolve infrastructural issues, how to solve infrastructural issues, which includes road, bridges, healthcare facilities, and educational institutions. Just like I said ab initio earlier on, a lot of our infrastructures were destroyed during the Civil War, and most of those infrastructures up to today are still lacking. Most of them have not been developed. So this particular bill is meant to see how to bring back to life most of these infrastructures, how to fix these infrastructures, how to make them come to life. That is one of the essence of the Southeast Development Commission Bill that was recently signed by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was signed yesterday. Another aim of this bill or this commission will be economic growth. There's the commission will play a role to stimulate economic activity in the Southeast region by addressing historic neglect and disparity. those things that are making Southeast economic activity in Southeast not very effective, those things that are impediment to successful economic activity in the Southeast, those are one of the issues that this bill or this commission is meant to address. The Southeast Development Commission bill. So it's expected that just like we have in Onitsha, we should have a seaport in Onitsha. A seaport in Onitsha. Most of our people that import things that go all the way to Lagos to import. If this commission can help us to make sure we have a seaport in the Southeast, like in Onitsha, that will help so much to resolve most of our challenges of haulage of businesses in this environment. So the Southeast Development Commission bill should help to see how to resolve this issue. Another issue that the Southeast Development Commission bill will look into is the social development, improve the quality of life for residents through enhanced social amenities and services. Those are some of the key things we expect to achieve through the commission bill. Equitable development, ensure balanced development, ensure balance across Nigeria by focusing on Southeast region, which has been historically underdeveloped. Those are one of the points, those are one of the anchor points that the Southeast Development Commission is aimed at achieving through that commission. So what are the key provisions? What are the key provisions of that bill? One, establishment of a commission. One of the key provisions of that Southeast Development Commission is one, establishment of a commission. A commission will be established, which will now be called Southeast Development Commission. It will be established. The bill mandates the creation of a Southeast Development Commission to oversee and manage developmental projects in the South, in the region. Just like we have the NDDC, that is the Niger Delta Development Commission, which oversees some developments in some areas in the Niger Delta region. So also, the Southeast Development Commission will be funded to be able to undertake some projects in the Southeast region of Nigeria. So another key provision of that bill is funding. The bill outlines sources of funding for the commission, which may include allocation from the federal budget, grants, donations, and other legitimate sources. Those are another thing that is in that particular bill, funding. Funding is also in that bill, and that bill outlines sources of funding for the commission, which may include allocation from the federal budget, grants, donation, and other legitimate sources. 3, another key provision again that is in that bill is governance. The commission will be managed by a board comprising experienced and credible individuals appointed by the federal government. That's another provision of that bill. The 4th one is scope of work. What is the scope of work of the Southeast Development Commission? The commission's responsibility includes planning, executing, monitoring development projects, as well as collaborating with state and local government within the Southeast region. That is also what that bill provides, that the commission responsibility includes planning, executing, monitoring development projects, as well as collaborating with state, local government within that Southeast region. Another key provision again of that bill is transparency and accountability. The bill includes provision for ensuring transparency and accountability in the commission operations to prevent corruption and misuse of funds. So what we are looking at is the current bill that have been signed by the president, the bill that was recently signed by the president. That is what we are looking at. We are looking at the bill that was recently signed by the president. That's the bill that we are looking at. We are looking at the bill that was recently signed by the president. That is the Southeast Development Commission bill. That is the bill that we are looking at the moment in this our live show, which is being streamed live on all our 2 major platforms, on Facebook and on YouTube. On YouTube, it is live on AFTelevision. On Facebook, it is live on all Facts newspaper. So I have talked about the key provisions of this bill. There are 5 key provisions of this bill. One of them is the establishment of the commission. 2 is funding. 3 is governance. 4 is scope of work. 5 is transparency and accountability. Impact. What are the impacts that we're expecting? Historic redress, addressing the historic neglect of the Southeast region, particularly since the Civil War. This particular, please don't call me. Once you was on the live, you don't call. This bill is focused on addressing the historical neglect experienced in the Southeast since after the Civil War, just like I said earlier on. So this particular bill and the commission that will be established will be focused on seeing how to address that long neglect of the Southeast since after the Civil War. Another one is regional development. The commission and the bill will focus on comprehensive development plans that cover urban and rural areas within the Southeast. That is what the commission and the bill is focused on doing. National economy contributes to the overall growth of Nigerian economy by unlocking potentials of the Southeast. Those are some of the impacts that we expect from that particular bill. So, generally, if you want to look at my take on this issue, the Southeast Development Commission bill that was recently signed by the president is a good one. Is a good bill. Because the focus of the bill is to see how to resolve the long-standing problems, the long-standing neglect which the Southeast has faced since after the Civil War. The long-standing neglect which the Southeast has faced since after the Civil War. That is the total idea about the bill and the commission. The bill, that is the focus. The commission that will be established, which is empowered by the bill to establish, is looking at how to resolve the long-standing neglect of the Southeast in the area of infrastructure, in the area of business, in the area of necessary provisions of the Southeast to balance development with other regions of the country. That is the focus of the bill, and that is what the commission will focus to do. So, but for me, it is not yet hooray. A bill that has been signed is one thing. Implementing that bill is another thing. So, let us believe that the sincerity or purpose of signing the bill, it will also be the sincerity or purpose of establishing the commission, funding the commission, supporting the commissions to achieve what is expected to achieve based on the bill. So those are the issues. So while I am happy that the bill has been passed and signed by the president, I am also expectant that the federal government will establish the commission as soon as possible, empower the commission with funding to do the job. That is what we pray and we expect that the government should do. More importantly, the establishment of the bill is wonderful, but we believe and we expect that the federal government will go a step further in making sure that after the bill, now that it has been signed, that the government will do everything possible to make sure that the commission is established and it is funded to do the job it wants to do. Thank you very much. My name is Ahmed. I am the anchor of Focal Point. I'm live. You can check us on our YouTube handle, AFTelevision on YouTube. Our Facebook is All Facts Newspaper. You can go to our Twitter, All Facts Newspaper on Twitter. On Instagram, we're also All Facts Newspaper on Instagram. We have another page on Facebook called AFTelevision. No, AF News. You can go and follow us on all our handles, and I know that God will bless you. Thank you, and God bless.